Now, there's some shoulds that should have been observed, and Coach Nazir knows that. We've talked about this. Nobody has thought about all the different ways this could have went down other than me. Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's Fatimah, Coach Fatimah, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships and co-author of the new book, Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored. Okay, let's get into this video. I've been asked this question a lot and I've answered it a lot, but I'm going to answer it again because some people are new and they don't know who I am, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So for those of you that are new, as I stated, I'm Coach Fatimah. My husband has been practicing polygyny for over 13 years. So about 13 years. So the question at hand is directly to me about him. So it's basically, how do women feel when they're not informed before their husband begins his journey in polygyny? Meaning, he didn't ask my permission. And I find this, I'm telling you, after all I've been through, I find this question to be one of the most important yet most comical. It is the most complex, important question. Almost, I sometimes question the relevance of it. Because, and I'll tell you why. A few things. There's a number of things. And I've had to grow through what I've went through. That saying is, grow through what you go through. And I've indeed done that, and I'm still doing that. But the question of, and I wanted to answer this because I'm sitting in this video by myself. I'm a grown woman. I don't have the need for Coach Nazir to sit next to me as I answer this question, because he has sat next to me as I answered this question many times on many occasions, and in the presence of my co-wife. So we all have our own stories in regards to this, the beginning of our story in polygyny. And we all have different stories. That's the thing. People think it's identical. People think my co-wife and I have the same story, or we experience the same triumph and traumas and tragedies and all that. No, this is life, and people are individuals, and we have our own things that are customized to stretch us. And I fully accepted that fact. That's not a feeling I have. That's a fact in my life. So I'm not here to kind of diminish or shrink myself because somebody else doesn't understand it. And I know that may sound aggressive to some, but to the people that are listening to me that are productive enough to understand it, I respect that. And I want to thank you, because I don't know how many different ways I can express it. But I will say it again for those that did not hear me or comprehend, nor did they want to. Coach Nazir is a grown man who was raised by two parents, whether it won or whether it lost or whether it thrived, whether it failed, whether whatever it was, he's grown enough to tell his own story, and so am I. So I sit before you today so that I can give some clarification about not knowing he got married, or this permission that people feel like I needed him to seek out in me. That would put me in the role of parent. Permission he did not need from me. Permission is not required of him in Islam, and we're practicing Muslims, all three of us. It has to be said. However, would it have been nice? Yes. Is there shoulds? Yes. We've addressed this. Yes, indeed. He's addressed it on his own. He's addressed it with me. He's addressed it with the three of us present. He's addressed it. And now I'm addressing it again. I want people to understand that if I felt like I had not grown in this journey, I would not be in front of the camera. I wouldn't share my life with anybody. I wouldn't readily have social medias, because this is let me tell you all something. This is a very private matter that we've made public, because we decided that we wanted to do that so that we could help others. It's not to make you bitter, it's to make you better. It's not for people to go, oh, let me put some hate in the comments like it's going to affect me. I want people to understand nobody understands the journey that I've had, because that would require them to access my brain, my thoughts, my intentions, my heart, my courage, all the attributes that make me me. And alhamdulillah, I sit in humility of the way I was stretched, because I'm not easily moved. Meaning, people can't shake me up. People can't stir me up. Can't make the pot boil over. I have control over that in and of myself. Did I always? No, I didn't. So the hard work that I've had to do, I don't want to forfeit it. I don't want to give it over to somebody else and think they can control me like they're playing a video game. That they will not have. Now, there's some shoulds that should have been observed, and Coach Nazir knows that. We've talked about this. Nobody has thought about all the different ways this could have went down other than me, because of timeline, because I was married to him first. I've thought about this all kinds of ways. I've approached it all kinds of different ways, and none of them served me, because what happened, when it happened, how it happened. Does that mean it was perfected? No. Does that mean it was the exact way in which I wanted to? No. Could some things been different? Absolutely. And I won't change my mind about that at all. However, I believe there's wisdom. I believe I found wisdom and freedom in the way that it did happen. So I know that I'm sitting in the decision of Allah, and I'm going to say that. What I do with it is a whole nother video. What I do with it matters. What I do with it is important. The space I'm in my life, I'm not going to speak for anybody else in OPR, in my life, is that if this is one of the many things that was going to stretch me through my own husband saying, not owning him, but through my own husband, then that's what it was going to be. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. I'm Coach Fatimah, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships. And I'm here to talk to you about the Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling Program. What I do is help women from all walks of life obtain information in the areas of relationship wellness, emotional resilience, self-confidence, and inner discovery for best results for their future success. Growth is about implementation for best practices, for best results for your future. So the Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling Program is here for you to help you kind of weed through some of those negative thoughts of self-limiting beliefs so that you can move forward and attain your goals so that you live a truly fulfilling life. So if you want to join me for my Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling Program, be sure that you visit me at CoachFatimah.com for details and start your Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling session today. I'll see you and I look forward to working with you. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. It wasn't going to be anything else then. Not at that moment. But what was interesting and more difficult for me than him marrying anybody else other than me was burying my father 3 short years. 3 short years after Coach Nazir married Coach Nyla. Then after that, Then about 2 years after that, my aunt died. Just when you think things can't get any more challenging. Year 3 in polygyny, and I'm bearing a parent. So see, I'm built different now. I'm built different now because I have an attitude of gratitude. I have an attitude of gratitude. Whatever kind of way it had to come to me. But I want people to understand me and hear me well. Coach Nazir didn't need my permission. Just like he doesn't need my permission to sneeze, eat, walk, love me, love his children, love his other wife, provide, go out the door, come inside it, eat, sleep, drink, pray, feel, create. It's not required. I don't want that power. I don't want that. That's something I don't desire. Because my intention is not to son him. My intention is not to try to raise him or reinvent the wheel or improve on design. He's got to do that for himself. If I'm the recipient and his wives are the recipient and his children are the recipient of that, his grandchildren, himself, that's important. That's important to me. So I want to make sure I say that because for some reason people think that I need them to get in there and get him together and say, well, you should have told him. You don't think he thought of that? You don't think he said that? You don't think him and I talked about that? You don't think him and I sat down and had deep conversations about that? Shed tears about that? Hugged it out? Forgave each other? You don't think so? I'm telling you. The magnitude of a man and his wife sitting down and hearing each other out and letting those emotions go and forgiving each other. I don't care if it was at different times, it was for us to do. And we did it. If we didn't do it, there would be no OPR because what we're not doing, what we not are puppets. I don't pull his strings. He doesn't pull my strings. He is a grown man and I'm a grown woman. And this is not a hostage situation. And this is not a hostile situation. So if I'm firm in my voice, it's because I know what it took to get here. I know what it took to become Coach Fatimah. Now, see, I don't know what it took to be Coach Nyla and Coach Nazir. I don't know that. Because again, that would require me to have access to their brain, their heart, and their intention, and their individual people separate of each other. And I don't get that right. I just get to sit and listen and try to seek some understanding. And they do the same for me. And this is not teams, this is family. So I hope that clears it up because I'm not going to keep repeating it. I won't. I have to link this video so that people can watch it. And I encourage others to grow. And if you are having a difficult time, be willing to have the difficult conversation. Again, hard conversations don't have to be hostile. They don't. So I just wanted to sit this here. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to address it because it's one of those things, excuse me, that's going to keep coming up, but I'm not going to keep creating a video every time. It's not necessary. I won't require myself to do that. I do indeed want to thank those of you that have been supportive of OPR, of each other, defending one another, even though you may not need to. I see the comments. I don't study them. I don't examine them, right? But I do appreciate those that show love to all three of us, our children, with even just the questions that are hard, but they're respectful in nature. And some that want to be nice, nasty, it just exposes the character of the person that leaves a comment. It's great to know who you're dealing with. And if you're dealing with somebody that's in a big age body and acting like a little child or a toddler, it is what it is. I won't lose any sleep. I won't lose any sleep because I have people to love. And one of those people is me. So, and I have more to create and support and do with my family, for my family, for close friends that I consider family, and within my circle. So with that being said, I hope you all got some clarification. I hope you got some gems from this video because I did my best to drop them. It's my life. I'm living it. I'm grateful for it. I'm in a place as we travel the world where people have lost many loved ones, and I'm glad mine are with me. I think my family, because that's what family members do. One thing about me, honey, if I love you, I love you hard. I'm either in or I'm out. So, that's just how I am. And I laugh because the people that know me, that watch these videos, that watch our content and support our channel, they're like, there she goes, that's her. Because this is what you get on camera, off camera, but you only get a little bit of our lives. So thank you all for the support and the salams and everything like that. So if you guys are not following us on our social medias, why not? I want you all to comment, like, subscribe. Share this video, hit the notification bell because sharing is caring. Our social medias are Outstanding Personal Relationships on Facebook and on YouTube. And on IG, we're Outstanding Relationships. And make sure you check us out at our OPR campus at oprcampus.com. Check that out for details. You really want to get into our awesome, awesome campus and continue your relationship education over there as well. So I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to leave you off with a little GLC like we always do. Make sure you're growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level, even if you got to have the hard conversation every single day. I'm Coach Fatimah. See you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.